Boom, ladies and gentlemen, catfish drying process taking place live and direct. Yeah, this is happening at Jolben Fish Academy as we speak. So this set of fish are prepared for oven drying. That will be done in just few minutes from now. You can never have a drop of sand in this dried fish. Not even a single drop of sand. You can never find one, trust me. Everything is neatly processed, and by the time it's available, you will yearn for more. Everything absolutely neatly processed. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, now the racks are fully loaded with cut pieces of fish ready for oven drying. Now these racks have already been loaded, and as you can see, there are some spices you will see if you're very attentive, some greenish or yellowish spices you see on the body. This will make it very delicious for consumption by the time it is done with the drying process. You feel like consuming it without even a need for further cooking, because the drying process will first of all undergo cooking. After the cooking, then you will now have another stage, which is the drying stage, and then after the drying stage you have the final stage, which is the stage where you now dry it to absolute dryness level, and that one will happen just at the end. So just have a clear look at them. See how beautiful, effulgent and neat they are. You will definitely not get a drop of sand from this fish, and that is at Jolben Fish Academy. And then what you have at the bottom here are the heads. I had to overstock the heads at the bottom here because they will need more heat than the ones you have at the top here. So if you look at it very well, you will discover that the way I loaded them, this is the most concentrated rack, followed by this rack, thereafter this rack, and then you have this, and then finally you have this one. Here you discover that the fish we have here are actually the tail part of it, so this part may not really need so much heat for it to do its job properly. So but at the stage it is right now, any little heat can dry and cook it at this stage effortlessly. Alright, so now the next thing to do is to go and put on the charcoal and get the job ready. Now, but if you look at the charcoal, this one was the last burnt, so I have to remove all this ash. And then put new charcoal inside and start the lightning. So boom, let's go straight and on the charcoal. Alright, first thing to do is to remove the ones that were not fully burnt or consumed by the former drying process. Take them away. The reason why you have to remove this is because they can be further recycled, Alright, so I think that is enough. So what you have left here are simply the ashes, so you have to take this ash and pour it away. Now it's time to reload. The unconsumed charcoal, here are they for the former one. So we have to use them and fuel part of the job. That's recycling them. Alright, so at this point we have to flame. So first we apply kerosene, just a little quantity around, a little quantity around the plastic material, because that is what will constantly provide fire when the charcoal is no longer able to catch on its own. Alright, next you can attach a flammable material to it. I think I should have attached this flammable material before even applying the kerosene, but it's still very much okay. So what I need to do is to still sprinkle a little bit of kerosene around this flammable paper, just a little bit. Alright, so now it's time to put fire. Are we ready? Boom. So now the forest is catching. As the forest is catching, you start putting charcoal just around it. Yeah, something like this. Try as much as you can not to cover the plastic material. Just do that just around and give space from the middle. That middle space is where the fire will perpetually burn, and then spread around the entire charcoal collector. So it gives room for oxygen and enhanced combustion at the bottom of the charcoal collector. So that is that for the first one. So we gotta put fire here too. Can leave this. Whoa, this fire is becoming uncontrollable. Better control yourself, oh. Better get yourself controlled. Beautiful. So like that for the third one. So at this point we have to wait so that the plastic material at the bottom will burn completely. If you have a good look, it is still flaming from the bottom. So charcoal is not meant to have flame like that. It's supposed to be, steaming red. That's how it's supposed to be. So until the plastic material is fully burnt at the bottom, this fire you see here will automatically stop, and then you will now have some sensation of heat gathering at the bottom, and that invariably means that at that stage your charcoal is ready for your oven. So now we have to wait for the burning to be complete before we take the charcoal collectors back to the oven. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do well to click the subscription button, like our videos, and share them with potential catfish farmers out there who are actually looking for a way to make life better through catfish farming. Once again, this is Julian Fish Academy. Alright, let's wait for this to burn. So at this stage, the plastic material have fully been consumed, so it's time to take it to the oven. Alright, I'm going to use my gloves. Don't make the mistake of trying to use them with your bare hands or this type of gloves. It won't help you. You need your industrial gloves. And of course, we're talking about this. As usual, if you get an oven from us, you have this absolutely free of charge. So you don't need to start buying this. Alright, so subscribe to our channel. If you need an oven, call the number on your screen and call us, and we will make it available to you within few days. Alright, so let's take this to the oven. And now both charcoal collectors have been fully loaded, so they are pretty catching fire right now. As you can see, some smoke and heat coming up and all that. And of course you can see the chimney where it will be coming out through, and also permits the entrance of oxygen to enhance combustion within the oven. Alright, so while that is going on, we have to close the oven now and wait for the next 24 hours. So this oven have to be like this until the charcoal burns down completely. And once the burning is complete, this is your chimney that's already started bringing us smoke. And once the oven burns completely, what will happen? I say the oven, once the charcoal burns completely, that is your first stage. By that stage, your fish will be fully cooked. And once it is fully cooked, the next thing remaining is to simply, load your charcoal again and then do the next stage where it gets dry. At that point, it becomes mildly dry. That's midway dry. Then if you take it for the third round, it becomes absolutely dry. All right, so let's wait for the next 24 hours and see what comes out next. Boom. The smoking process is going on. Yeah, smoking is in progress. And that's the chimney.